Welcome to the Prescott Lab Podcast, not just theory, practical science for everyone. I'm Dr. Jonathan Prescott, a physician and integrative medicine researcher at the Ravenshade Institute for Human Health. And today, I want to speak from the heart to every man out there who's been quietly wondering, where did my strength go? Is this just what aging looks like? If you felt slower in the morning, more disconnected at night, or like a part of your vitality has quietly slipped away, you are not alone. And more importantly, you're not done yet. In this episode, we'll explore 3 simple fruits that most men overlook, fruits that, when used the right way, can naturally restore blood flow, bring back morning energy, and reignite the part of you that age was never meant to take. But before we dive in, I want to ask something of you. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, hit that button now because the content we're building here is made for you, crafted with care, and backed by decades of research. And if anything I'm about to share resonates with you, if even just one part of you thinks, yes, this is what I've been needing, then do me this favor, tap the like button. Why? Because every like tells our team that this message matters, that men's health over 60 deserves attention, truth, and solutions. And honestly, your likes fuel this mission. They keep us going, they help us bring more videos like this into the world. So thank you in advance for supporting this journey, and now, let's get into it. First, Beets, your first step to better blood flow. Let's begin with something humble. Something most men walk past in the produce aisle without a second thought. Beets. Now I know that might sound underwhelming, but give me just a moment and you'll never look at this earthy root the same way again. Because when it comes to restoring healthy, natural erections after 60, beets are not just helpful, they are foundational. You see, one of the most important signals your body sends out to help blood flow where it needs to go, especially down there, is a molecule called nitric oxide. And beets are loaded with natural nitrates, compounds your body converts into nitric oxide. Let me explain this like I do with my patients. Nitric oxide is like a whisper to your blood vessels. Relax, open up, let life move again. And when those vessels expand, especially the small, delicate ones in the penis, more blood flows in and performance follows. Now here's the catch. The blood vessels in the penis are tiny, some of the smallest in your entire body, which means they are also the first to suffer when circulation begins to slow due to age, stress, or lifestyle. That's why men often say everything else works fine, but something's changed. I remember one of my early patients, Harold. He was 64, a retired police officer. Strong hands. Quiet voice, he came into my office looking defeated. "Doc," he said, "I still want it, but my body doesn't show up anymore. I feel like a stranger to myself." We didn't start with a prescription. I simply said, start with beets. Half a cup of beet juice in the morning, every day, simple, clean, consistent. And within 10 days, Harold came back with a grin I hadn't seen before. "Something's happening," he said. "I'm waking up with life again." And my wife noticed. Now I'm not saying beets are magic, but I am saying this: when you support your blood flow naturally, your body remembers. It remembers how to respond, it remembers desire, it remembers how to rise, and you don't have to drink it plain if that's not your taste. Roast them, blend them into smoothies, add lemon juice to your beet juice to boost absorption. There's flexibility, but the key is consistency, and let's not stop at erections. Beets support circulation throughout your entire body. They help your brain think clearer, your heart beat stronger, and your legs carry you longer. That's why this isn't just about sex. It's about movement, about vitality, about staying present in the body you live in and reclaiming joy inside it. So if you've been feeling like your body is slowing down, especially in the bedroom, don't blame your age. Start by feeding your flow. Now, some of you are probably thinking, if beets can do that, is there anything else out there that works the same way or even better? The answer is yes. And what's surprising is most men are already eating it, but throwing away the most powerful part. Let's talk about that next. Second, pomegranate, bringing back your drive naturally. I want to take a moment now and talk not just about blood flow, but about drive, because I've met too many men who say the same thing in different words. "Doc, it's not just the performance, I don't even feel like trying anymore." And those words don't come from laziness, they come from loss of identity, loss of fire. Loss of that part of you that used to say, "I want to." And if that resonates, if you've ever looked in the mirror and thought, "I don't know where he went," I want you to know something. He's still in there. He's just waiting for the right signal. That's where pomegranate comes in. Now this isn't some exotic superfruit hype. This is science. Pomegranates are rich in polyphenols, plant-based antioxidants that do 3 crucial things. They reduce inflammation, they enhance blood circulation, and most importantly for us men, they support natural testosterone production. See, testosterone isn't just about libido. It shapes your mood, your confidence, your energy levels, your muscle tone, even how clearly you think. It's not just about sex. It's about how you carry yourself as a man. Yes, testosterone declines with age. But here's the good news, it doesn't have to collapse. And when we give the body the right support, the spark returns. I'll never forget a man named Elliot, 68 years old. A gentle man, thoughtful, quiet. He sat in my office, eyes low, voice softer than usual. "Doc," he said, "I don't even want it anymore. I'm not tired. I just feel flat, numb." I told him the truth. "You're not broken, Elliot. You're just underfueled." We started simple, half a cup of pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice every evening. No added sugars, no blends, just the real stuff. And after just 3 weeks, Elliot came back, same chair, same man, but something had changed. His eyes were brighter, his posture taller. He told me, "It's like someone turned the lights back on." He wasn't just thinking about intimacy again, he was feeling excited to connect. Genuinely, confidently, like himself. That's what this fruit can do when used with intention. Now listen closely because this matters. You want pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice. The sugary grocery blends, they cancel out the benefits. If you prefer the seeds, go ahead, eat them fresh. They're tart but potent, and here's something beautiful. Pomegranate has long been seen in ancient cultures as a symbol of fertility, strength, and renewal. Turns out they were onto something long before science caught up. So if your energy feels dull, your confidence distant, your desire buried, don't wait for it to magically return. Start feeding it. Nourish the flame, and just like Elliot, you may find it still burns strong. Now, if pomegranate stirs the fire and beets open the channels, there's one more fruit we need to talk about. It doesn't just support flow, it works almost identically to a prescription drug, but without the side effects, the pressure, or the price tag. Let me show you what it is. Third, watermelon, the summer fruit that works like Viagra. Let's shift gears from the weight of hormones and identity to something a little lighter, a little sweeter. Watermelon. At first glance, it seems too simple. Just a juicy red fruit we associate with summer, but inside that sweet bite is a compound so powerful it mimics the effect of common erectile medications without the side effects. Yes, I'm talking about L-citrulline. Here's how it works. Your body takes in L-citrulline, converts it into L-arginine, and from there, nitric oxide. And as we've talked about, nitric oxide is the master signal that relaxes blood vessels and improves circulation, especially in the places that matter most. But here's the key difference. While pills force your system into performance, often leaving you with headaches, flushed skin, or heart palpitations, watermelon works with your body, gradually, gently, and safely. It doesn't shock the system, it restores it. I'll never forget Robert, 67, came in one day with a sheepish grin. "Doc," he said, "my grandson's birthday party might have brought my mojo back." Apparently they'd served watermelon all weekend. Robert ate more than his share, and the next morning, let's just say something woke up. He laughed, but it kept happening. When I explained the science, his grin only grew. He hadn't imagined it. He had nourished something his body had forgotten. Now here's what most people don't know. The highest concentration of L-citrulline isn't in the red flesh, it's in the white rind, the part that ends up in the trash. That's why I always say, stop throwing away the best part. Here's my simple prescription. Blend both the red and white parts into a smoothie. Add mint or lime for taste. Drink it around midday. It hydrates your body and steadily increases nitric oxide, giving you support without pressure. I had another patient, Larry, 72, newly widowed, slowly stepping back into intimacy. He told me it wasn't just that things started working again, it's that I stopped feeling broken. That one hit me hard because this isn't just about function, it's about restoration of dignity, connection, and confidence. Watermelon is easy, affordable, gentle. And when paired with beets and pomegranate, it forms a natural trio that supports the body without forcing it past its limits. So if you've been hesitant about pills or tired of chasing temporary fixes, start here. Start with nature. Start with what your body already knows how to use. And if you're wondering, how do you actually combine these three? What's the timing, the order? That's exactly what I'll walk you through next. Because when you use them right morning to evening, you're not just improving blood flow. You're waking up the man you used to be. Fourth, how to use all three fruits for maximum results. By now, you've heard about beets, watermelon, and pomegranate, 3 fruits, 3 paths, 1 goal, to restore what age never had the right to steal. But here's the truth, it's not what you eat once, it's what you do consistently. And your body doesn't respond to quick fixes, it listens to rhythm, not noise. Many men say, "Doctor, I tried that for 3 days, nothing changed." And I ask, how long did it take you to lose your rhythm in the first place? So let's stop thinking in shortcuts. Let's talk routine, because when used with purpose, these fruits become more than food, they become signals. Morning, beet juice. Begin with half to 1 cup of beet juice, ideally on an empty stomach. Why morning? Because it primes your vessels, setting the tone for better circulation, focus, and energy throughout the day. Add lemon juice if you like. It boosts absorption and smooths the flavor. No jolt, no rush, just a quiet shift. The kind that builds. Midday, watermelon smoothie around noon. Make a smoothie with red flesh and white rind. The rind holds most of the L-citrulline. Toss in mint or lime. Keep it light. It's not just a snack, it's hydration and quiet momentum, keeping your blood moving through the day. Especially if you've been sitting, thinking too much, or feeling a little stuck. Evening, pomegranate juice at dinner or before bed. Drink half a cup of pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice. This is your hormonal support window. While your body repairs, this juice reduces inflammation and supports testosterone production naturally. It fuels the quiet work, the rebuilding of what makes you feel like you. Frank, 71, marked every natural morning erection with a red dot on his bedside calendar. At first, 1 dot every few weeks. But after 2 weeks on this routine, the dots began to cluster. After a month, he stopped tracking. I don't need reminders anymore, doc. My body tells me now. That's the beauty of this rhythm. It becomes yours. No tracking, no pills, just recognition. This isn't a diet, no calorie counting, no powders. Just real food your body already knows and may have forgotten. So if you're ready to stop borrowing health from a bottle and start rebuilding from the inside out, give this routine 3 weeks. Not 3 days, not 3 tries, 3 weeks of steady, faithful action. What happens next isn't just performance, it's pride. The quiet kind that doesn't need applause, just a full heart and a strong morning. But before we close, there's still something we haven't talked about. A silent force that can block everything you're working for, even if you're eating right, doing everything right. It's time we address that. Final, you're not broken, you're just getting started. After more than 3 decades in medicine, one truth stands out. Most men don't want miracles. They just want to feel like themselves again. They want to feel energy again, to stop pretending, to love without shame, to reclaim the quiet strength of simply being whole. And if you've started thinking this is just how life is after 60, let me stop you right there. It's not, you're not broken, just underused. You haven't failed, you've just been unfed hormonally, emotionally, nutritionally, but you're still in there. And with the right support, you can come back stronger than you think. Today we talked about 3 fruits, not drugs, not tricks, just real food that helps your body remember. Beets, open the gates, blood vessels, circulation, clarity. Watermelon, gentle, hydrating, nitric oxide-rich, nature's soft restart. Pomegranate, fuels testosterone, reduces inflammation, revives desire. Individually they work, together they restore not just function but dignity. I once had a patient, 74, quiet, tired, stopped expecting anything new. But after a few weeks on this rhythm, he came in with a softness in his eyes. He said, "Doc, I didn't know I could feel like this again." And he wasn't just talking about sex. He was talking about being alive. So here's my message to you, start simple. Be consistent, give it 3 honest weeks. And when that shift comes, when you wake up with something stirring again, don't call it a miracle. Call it a return, because this isn't about chasing youth. It's about reclaiming yourself, your presence, your power, your pride. Now, if anything I said today resonated, let me know. Type 1 in the comments if this spoke to you, or 0 if you're unsure, and I'll do my best to answer. I read every response, and every like, every share, every subscribe. It tells me this message matters. It keeps this mission alive. So thank you truly for being here. And remember this, you're not fading, you're returning, you're not broken, you're just getting started.